All right, so if you are following along, go ahead and pull up scottleroymarketing.com. We're going to be going over all of our resources that are available to you today on our website. So this is the home page of our site. And if we scroll down just a little bit, we are going to be working mostly in this KW Resources tab. And you know what, before we actually get started, I'm going to log out of the site just so I can show you guys what it's like if you're going in for the first time. So once again, we're on the home page of scottleroymarketing.com. And I'm going to scroll down to our menu bar and highlight KW Resources. Now, one of the first things that you'll probably do when you're working with Scott Leroy Marketing is fill out our setup questionnaire. Oh, I got a question? This is not dot loop training. Dot loop training is on Thursdays. I know there was an office that had a dot loop training class today, but if you go to slmtraining.com, we have all of our most recent classes on there, so you can actually find our dot loop classes on there. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be working in this KW Resources tab, and one of the first things you'll do is fill out a setup questionnaire with us. This is usually sent to you by your office or maybe from us directly, but you can also access all of our questionnaires on our website. So I'm going to highlight KW Resources and highlight questionnaires, and then click questionnaires over here to the right. Alright, so this brings us to our login page for KW Resources. So you do have to log into our site. It asks for your Market Center number or password. So this isn't your KW password. Most, I'd say probably like 99% of the time, this is actually just your Market Center number. So you can actually find that by going onto the home page of MyKW. If you're logged in, up at the top right on your home page, it shows your Market Center or office name, and then the number next to that is actually your Market Center number. So if you don't know your Market Center number, reach out to your office or us. We can help you get that figured out. But I'm going to type in my Market Center number and hit login, and that will grant us access to the site. Alright, so it brought us to our questionnaires page, and it says find the questionnaire for you. Most of us will be filling out this normal setup questionnaire, so I'm going to start just by clicking this first link here. So this questionnaire basically asks for all the information we need to get your account set up. You fill this out. It usually takes about 1 to 2 business days, and then we'll get back to you with all of your setup information. If we scroll down, you can see that we have a video here on how to fill out the questionnaire. It's pretty straightforward, but if you want some extra help, you can watch this video and it'll walk you through it. Please note that we don't have a save feature on our site at this time, so make sure that you are able to complete this in one sitting. If you start filling this out and then come back the next day or maybe even later, it might not come through. So please make sure you have blocked out an appropriate amount of time to do this. It really should only take maybe 15 minutes tops, but just make sure you have enough time to get this all completed. So I'm not going to run through all of this, but I'll touch on certain questions. Of course, we ask for your name. You'll see that some of these questions do say required, so you do have to fill out those or else it won't submit. So basically, we're just asking for information about your setup, like what is your name, what's your email, your phone number, things like social media information, designations. You don't have to add in anything here. We can always update this information later if you don't have it when you are initially filling this out. A bio, if you have that, you can add that in. Once again, we can update that later if you want some time to work on it. Some of the required questions, we do need 3 options for your KW email address and your KW website address. It does show you an example of what that would be like here. So for your email, it would be blank@kw.com. We do ask for 3 options for people who may have more common names. Like John Smith at kw.com is probably taken, so we do ask that you give us a few options so we can go through them and try to find the one that's available. And then down at the bottom we have a couple spots to attach a headshot and a logo. Please make sure that these are under 10 megabytes. If you would try to attach a really large file, it may not allow your questionnaire to be submitted. So once you have all this information here and good to go, you can hit the send button. Please make sure that you are taken to a thank you page. If you don't see the thank you page after filling this out, that means it probably didn't go through. So if you hit send, you don't see the thank you page, please email us and we can double check to see if we actually got your questionnaire. So after that comes to us, it usually takes about 1 to 2 business days, and we will go through and set up your websites, your kw.com profile, Dotloop, eEdge, Playster, KW Connect, KW Command, basically everything you need to get going, all of your tools that are available to you within KW, we will go through and set up for you. So this is definitely the first step when starting to work with Scott Leroy Marketing or when you initially sign up with a Keller Williams office. So I'm actually going to hit the back button and go back to our questionnaires page. That was our regular setup questionnaire. That's probably what like 90% of you will be filling out. We also have a short form questionnaire. This is the same as this setup questionnaire. It just doesn't have any of the extra questions, so this one is only the required questions. So if you aren't really worried about adding in any of that extra info, you can go ahead and fill out the short form setup. Transferring KW agent. This is for agents who are moving from one Keller Williams office to another. Expansion agent. This is for agents who are a part of 2 Keller Williams market centers. Like maybe you are part of an office in Florida and one in New York. You would fill out this expansion agent questionnaire. Oh, we got another question. Yes. So if your, sorry, I didn't see this. If your headshot or logo is larger than 10 megabytes or you have any sort of issues attaching it, you can email that over directly to us after you submit your questionnaire, and then we'll go ahead and include that for our setup team. I'll go ahead and write that in. Yes. So yeah, you can send it to this email address. I would say send it after the questionnaire, and then we can make sure it's added into your profile for you. We have a capper questionnaire for cappers and luxury agents. Teams, if you are a team moving to Keller Williams, you can fill out this. Admin, if you have an admin that's working for you, you can have them fill out our admin questionnaire. And then Playster, we do set up your Playster account for you when we do the full setup. But if you're an agent who has been with Keller Williams for a while and you never got around to setting up your Playster site, you can fill this out and then we'll just set up the Playster site for you. So those are our questionnaires. Like I said, that's really the first thing you want to do when you get going, when you're starting to work with us. I'm going to go back up to KW Resources and highlight questionnaires again, and I'll show you guys our questionnaire queue. So this is mainly for the offices to keep track of their agents. We do add everyone into this queue once we've submitted, or once they have submitted their questionnaire. So you can come here, you can see all of our questionnaires that are in progress. So if you are curious as to where you are in the setup process, this is a great page for you to check out. You can see if you're still in our list. As you can see, we have 149 people to set up today. We get a ton of questionnaires. And then we also have our missing logins over here. So we do reach out to you and your office when the logins, when the login information we have isn't working. But it's still, like, if you submitted your questionnaire maybe 3-4 days ago and you haven't heard from us, it might be a good idea to come to this page and see what's going on. Going to hit back. KW Resources again and questionnaires. And I'm now going to click 30-day challenge. All right, so we had a lot of agents coming to us after their setup was complete and asking, hey, what should I do next? So we created some 30-day challenges to help you guys keep progressing and using all your tools over the next 30 days. So these are free challenges. We have our MyKW SLM challenge, a database management challenge, a blogging challenge, and an SEO challenge. I'm going to just click on this first one here, our MyKW SLM challenge. I believe this is linked at the bottom of your setup email as well. Alright, so welcome to the SLM 30-day challenge. It's meant to help you launch your tools and get a jump start on your KW tools and marketing. So if you scroll down, you can see all of the items here, day 1 through 30. And this page is great because you can actually click on the links for the things that we're recommending. So you can scroll through here, but if you're like me and you actually like having like a clean list, maybe a paper list that you can actually print off and then check off the items as you do them, you can go ahead and click here for the printable version. So I clicked on that, and that does take us into our Google Drive. With most things on our site that you can download, you will have to be signed into a Google account. But lucky for you, once we do your setup, everybody is actually given a Gmail. Your kw.com email is actually a Gmail. So I'm in here, I'm in our drive that it brought us into, and I'm going to click the PDF for our 30-day challenge. And you can see it has all of our items here, days 1 through 30. And these are just suggestions, things like check out our training, contact us and send us your contacts so we can add them into eEdge for you, purchase a custom domain if you want, subscribe to our YouTube page, add your office calendar to your Gmail, things like that. Please note that these are just suggestions. These are things that we've seen other agents do and things that we think will be helpful after your setup is complete to just keep you connected and keep you working on and using all of these tools. We do get a lot of agents who are kind of freaked out by this challenge and think that every single thing is required and you have to do it in a certain order. That is not the case. This is totally optional, totally free. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to buy anything. These are just recommendations of things that we've seen other agents do. So don't let this stress you out too much. So I'm going to hit back and then back again, so I'm brought back to our site. So that was just our regular, I'm sorry, I'm going to hit back one more time. That was just our regular MyKW SLM challenge. Like I said, we also have a database management challenge, a blogging challenge, and an SEO challenge. So after your setup is complete, once you get that awesome setup complete email with all your logins, passwords, links, I would recommend coming here and checking these out, and this will really help you to get going on your next 30 days and learn how to utilize your tools. Back up to KW Resources, we have a live webinars button here. So if you are watching this webinar right now, this should look pretty familiar to you. To access our webinars, you can always go to eedgeacademy.com, or you can come to this live webinars page. So if you're signed in right now, this should look pretty familiar. To sign on to our classes, you have to come to this page or the eedgeacademy.com during the time that the class is going to be live. So you come here, fill out your information, enter your Market Center number. This is for our training tracking. And then hit send, and then I can't actually fill this out because I'm teaching the class right now, but if the class is live and you come here and fill this out and hit send, it will redirect you and you will be brought into the live class. Back over to KW Resources, I'm going to go to our training tab now. We offer a ton of training at Scott Leroy Marketing. We actually teach classes 4 days a week, live classes. So I'm going to highlight training, and I'm going to go over here to our training calendar to show you guys all of our awesome training that we offer. Alright, so like I said, we have a ton of classes. You can always go to eedgeacademy.com at the time of your desired class or to this live webinars button. We also record all of our classes, which I will show you. But if you scroll down, we usually have 2 months up at a time, so I'm sure we'll get February up there pretty soon. But you can see this is categorized by month and then by time zone. So make sure when you're coming in to look at the calendar or download the calendar that you're choosing the appropriate month and time zone. I'll go ahead, we're in January, so I'll go ahead and open up our Eastern Standard Time calendar by clicking on this link. Alright, and you can see this here. This is our January calendar for our live webinars. Open this up. You can choose to download this, print it out, hang it at your desk. You can see to sign into our classes, it says eedgeacademy.com, and then to listen in, you can call this phone number. On Tuesdays, we teach our My KW Academy webinar, and actually starting this year, we're teaching our KW Command webinar. So we are switching things up. This is awesome. So we have 2 different versions of the My KW Academy webinar. We have a hands-on version and an overview. So it looks like this month on the 8th we are teaching the hands-on version. This one is slower paced and it does allow for participation. So it's split into 3 parts. Let's see, on our old calendar it did display what happened in all 3 parts. I may talk to Scott about maybe adding that back in just so you guys can see what is going on in those classes. So this is split into 3 parts, which is great because it is a very long class, but if you are somebody who maybe has more experience with part 1, you can always sign in at part 2, or maybe you want to sign in at a later time because you have other obligations, you can do that. But all 3 parts, it goes 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And then this little red number here, this would be the date for that month. So our hands-on slower paced class will be on January 8th. And then we also teach an overview class. This one's faster paced and it's for viewing only. We don't have time for questions in this one. It goes over all 3 parts in 1 hour. It looks like we're teaching that one on the 22nd. And now since KW has started rolling out Command, I think most agents have it now, or a lot of them do. We are doing a KW Command overview class. It's an hour long and we will be teaching that on the 15th and the 29th. So twice for the month, twice throughout the month, we'll be teaching the My KW Academy webinar, and then twice a month we'll be doing KW Command. So that's our Tuesday class. Wednesdays, these classes are taught by Robert from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern. We have our Placer classes, Placer 101 and 201. We have a Kelly and Referrals class, and then a KW Connect overview. On Thursdays, these classes are taught by Leah and myself. Leah teaches our dot loop classes. We had one yesterday. Looks like we have dot loop 201 coming up on the 10th. And then I teach our marketing classes. So I teach database management. This is My Contacts and how to utilize your database in eEdge, and then marketing with My KW. And then on Fridays, we have a few different classes for you guys. Today we're teaching the SLM Overview. We have our Templates Overview class. We will touch on the templates briefly today. And then we have a What's New with KW and SLM class that we teach twice a month as well. And then down here at the bottom you can see our contact information. So yeah, this is our class schedule. You guys can download this. And we definitely recommend getting started with these Tuesday classes. This goes over everything you need to know about all the tools you have available to you. So this is definitely a great place to get started, to learn how to use the tools and basically get a good jump start. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back. So like I said, we record all of our classes. I'm actually recording this class right now. Oh, and actually down here we have an explanation of all the classes. So you guys can read over that if you're curious as to what we go over in those classes. But like I said, we record all of our classes. We have them on our website and on our YouTube page. So if you go back up to KW Resources and then Training, these different pages here, like Advanced Training, Digital Marketing Tips, Loop, My KW Academy, My KW Tips, Playster, Tech 101, these are all of our classes that we teach. So if you are interested, maybe you don't have time during the day to sign on to our live webinars, you can always come here and watch the recorded version. So if I go to Training and then let's go to My KW Academy. If I click on that, that's going to take us to this page where we can basically just scroll through all of our videos for this class. So it looks like, I don't think we have, December was a weird month with all the holidays and stuff, so it looks like the most recent one we have on here was our My KW Academy Part 1, Parts 1, 2, and 3 from December 4th. But it's the same thing every time. So you can come here and really watch any of these. So you can see they are categorized down here by the date and then the class. So this would be that slower paced one, parts 1, 2, and 3. You can watch those here. And then overview. And then another overview, and then parts 1, 2, and 3. So you can scroll through these. We have different pages for the different classes. So like our advanced training, that's where you would find like our Loop, Playster, marketing classes, digital marketing tips. These are shorter videos, just like little tip videos. They're usually between like 2 and 5 minutes long. Playster or Playster 101, things like that. So you can come here and search through all of our classes, but I usually direct people to a few different pages on our YouTube channel. So I'll go ahead and include the links in here for you guys. So slmwebinar.com. This is one of them. And I'll go, like I said, I will send you guys these links. So slmwebinar.com, same sort of thing. You can come here and find all of our classes. So this is that My KW Academy webinar that we were just talking about. And it goes back forever. Years. So you can go back and watch these. If you maybe were in a class and you want to go back and review it, that specific one that you watched, you can come in here and find your class by the date. So that's slmwebinar.com. We also have slmtraining.com. This is where we can find those advanced classes, things like Loop, Playster, marketing. Our Friday classes are in here as well. What's new? This one is new. It's a Kelly AI Personal Assistant Overview. SLM Overview, that's the class that we're teaching today. So you can scroll through these. These are those advanced and marketing courses. And lastly, we have slmtips.com. And this is where you can find those little tip videos. So these are short, like I said, they're usually between like 2 to 5 minutes long. This one's like where all the places you can update your biography. Add the Zillow review widget to your website. Stay up to date with KW Command, add a Facebook feed to your KW website, stuff like that. So these are just little things that we think would be helpful for you guys. And I always think if you have maybe a couple minutes here and there, definitely come here and check out these little tip videos. So I'll go ahead and include the links for you guys here. There we go, and that's how you guys can check those out. We also have our YouTube page. I use this all the time. So our YouTube page, I'll go ahead and show you guys this as well. It is just youtube.com/ScottLeroyMarketing. And you can basically come here and search for anything KW related. So I also recommend subscribing. We have almost 8,500 subscribers. That's crazy. So we make tons and tons of videos. They're all on our YouTube page. Basically, if you're looking for help with anything KW related, I recommend coming here and searching for it on our channel. So for example, maybe you're having some problems importing your contacts. So I'm going to search import contacts on our YouTube page, and I can see all of these videos relating to importing contacts. So basically anything KW related with like my KW, eEdge, Playster, dot loop, any questions you may have on anything you're having trouble with, I recommend coming here, and you can probably find a really awesome video that'll walk you through it. But I'm going to go back to scottleroymarketing.com. We're going to go back to KW Resources, and now I think that's actually, let's see, what else do we have in training? Alright, from here under training, I'm going to go to my KW cheat sheet. So Robert from our team created this, ooh, it's the new version too, this awesome cheat sheet for you guys. It's the 5.0 one, so we've updated this a few times. This is basically like an owner's manual or a user's manual for my KW. It's like a written version of everything you need to know. So if you scroll down through this, you can see a table of contacts, or contents. You can search through here for the subject that you are working on and read all about it, learn how to use it. You can scroll through this on our site. It's pretty long. It's 113 pages. You can also download this. You can print it. You can click here to download that, print it, save it to your tablet, what have you. But it is always available on this page. So if you're somebody who likes to actually like read something to learn how to use it, this would be a great tool for you. So that's our MyKW cheat sheet. Robert put a lot of work into this, and it's pretty sweet. Back up to KW Resources, I'm going to click Support. This is my favorite page on our site. If you scroll down, you'll see a whole list under Agent Support. These are basically things that we can do for free for you. Everything from getting your profile to 100% to updating your bio. We can set up email campaigns for you. We can import your database. We can link your Office calendar with your Gmail. We can forward your email. We can set up shared access if you're on a team and you want to share a database with somebody. Update your social media, add in your Facebook page, things like that. So all of these are free. You basically just come here and fill out the form for what you need, and then we complete the request for you in about 1 to 2 business days. So I'll just go ahead and fill one out. I usually fill out this email campaign setup form. To have SLM set up an email campaign for you, just fill out this short form. Like I said, it takes about 1 to 2 business days. And then up here at the top there is a short video showing you how to complete the form, but it's very straightforward. You can go in here and give us your name, your email, your MyKW username, and your password. We ask who this campaign is for, whether you are an agent or in leadership. What type of email campaign would you like to set up? You can click here to learn about the different types. Most people set up a 33 touch. That's the one that KW recommends that you set up first. It's great for your SOI, your sphere of influence. It goes out twice a month and usually has a newsletter and then some sort of like fun or informative piece. If you have a specific campaign in mind, you can click yes and let us know which one. If not, we just choose the most up-to-date one for this year. Would you like all of your contacts added or certain groups? If you click certain groups, it'll allow you to choose, and you can write in what groups in your database. I'll just choose all. Which contact statuses? Maybe you only want your leads on this, maybe you only want your cold people, but I would probably just leave this as all if you're not really using the statuses or you're not sure. And then a fun question to prove you're not a robot. Who is your favorite superhero? Daredevil. So you can see it's pretty straightforward. You just fill this out and hit send. That'll come over to us. Once again, make sure you see that thank you page. But once you hit send, it comes to us, and that makes it really easy for us to complete these requests for you. And we should have that done in about 1 to 2 business days. But our team's super quick, so most of these we get done within the same day. So I'm going to hit back. So I say definitely utilize, definitely utilize these. We can set up domain forwarding for you if you purchase a domain. We can add in your open houses to KWLS, things like that. I will ask, please don't just blindly go through here and fill out every single form. If you just did a setup with us, you probably don't need to fill out most of these. Like if we just did your setup, you probably don't need to update your email and update your bio and update your headshot because we probably just added that in for you. So please just be mindful. Don't just go through here and fill these out willy-nilly, but definitely take advantage of the ones that you need and you'd like because they are awesome. You scroll down. If you are part of an office that requires certain forms and documents for compliance, we have those listed here. So you can come in here, let's see this TREC one, and you give us your information, and basically what we do, this one is specifically for agents in Texas. We will go through and link these emails to your, or I'm sorry, these forms to your email and to your website. So if you are part of an office where, let's see. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so Darren, let me show you. So he says he has an older account, maybe he's been with KW for a while, and just wants to make sure that everything is up and running properly. We actually have a form specifically for that. Let me see. Okay, so I'm going to send you our MyKW optimization request. This one is basically like we go through and do everything that we would normally do in a setup. We just don't like send the setup form for you. So if you want us to just go through, look through your account, optimize everything, just make sure everything is up and running properly, you can fill out this. This would be a great form for you. But if you're somebody, maybe even if you have been with KW for a while, if you want that setup email that we do, and in the setup email we basically like lay everything out for you. We say this is your website, this is your email, this is the password, this is a link with a video on how to use it. So if you are interested in that, and maybe you've been here for a while, maybe you just want that email with all the information in one place for you, you can always fill out any one of our questionnaires. And maybe you want to add in more information that might be out of date. I would say check out the questionnaires, but really it's whatever you think would work best for your specific account. If you want us to just run through this and fill everything in for you, this MyKW optimization request would be the best option. But if you want maybe something a little more detailed, you can always fill out a questionnaire. So I'd say check out both of those options. I would say maybe start with the optimization request. Unless, I mean, honestly, either one would be perfect. Like, either one would be great. But if you want like that written out list of everything, I would do the questionnaire. But we do the same thing in both, basically. So that's our MyKW optimization request. Perfect. Thanks, Darren. That was a great question, actually. Yeah, so here we were back on compliance updates. If you are a part of an office where they need those things displayed in certain places, check this out, and we can actually take care of that for you. And then down here at the bottom, we have some leadership support. This is basically the same as these requests up here, but they are tailored toward leadership. We can set up campaigns for like recruiting campaigns for the TLs, update the office website, things like that. So KW resources, that was our support page. KW leadership support, I won't go into this too much. I'll just do a quick like once over of these. 30-day launch, this is basically the same as our 30-day challenge for the agents. It's just for offices and what they can do in the first 30 days after signing up with Scott Leroy Marketing. Scott, I believe, sends this to you once you're set up, once you get signed up. KW leadership support, that's all these things that we just looked at. We have a leadership cheat sheet. I will show you the offboarding, but we have office marketing flyers, an onboarding checklist, SLM overview, and then track your office. So if you are part of office staff, you can we have people sign into our website for tracking, so you can actually track which of your agents submitted questionnaires, who's been to training, things like that. But I will show you guys this offboarding request really quick. So if you are leaving Keller Williams for good, not transferring, if you're transferring to another KW office, you would want to fill out our transfer form. But if you are offboarding, like you're leaving KW, this would be a great form for you to fill out. Basically, you give us your market center and let us know if you are an agent or leadership filling this out for somebody. Basically, just give us your login info and we will go through and shut down your websites for you. We'll turn off the campaigns and then we can actually export your contacts and send them to you. So if you do choose to leave KW, I recommend filling this out because we can shut everything down before your office removes you so that your KW sites don't stay live after you leave. Back up to KW resources, the last thing I want to go over today in here is our templates. So I'll go ahead and click on that. So we have created a lot of awesome templates for you guys. If you scroll down, please note these templates do require a kw.com email or Gmail to use further. They are set up through Google Drive. Before you use any one of our templates, I highly recommend watching this video here. So this walks you through creating an email signature. Robert made this and it's done really well. So he walks you through the process, tells you exactly what you need to do. So I always recommend that people watch this first because it's not as simple as just going in and creating the email signature. There are a couple extra steps you have to do to make sure that you can actually have access to these. But if we scroll down, you can see we have a bunch of different templates here. Everything from flyers to calendars to email signatures to holiday pieces, letterhead, lots and lots of good stuff. So I'm just going to go through and show you guys an email signature really quickly. You can see that here they are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to click on email signatures. And like we said, you do have to be signed into a Gmail, whether that's your own Gmail or a kw.com email. You just have to be signed in because these are through Google Drive. So we have a few different options here. I'm just going to click normal email signatures to show you guys really quickly. And you can see we have a few different template options here. You can click on the one that you want, and it basically brings you into this Google Slides page. So editing these, it's really similar to PowerPoint. You'll see there's 3 slides here. The first one is the actual signature itself. This second one, actually let me find a better example to show you what that second message means. Okay, so for example, this one. So on these we have the 3 slides. The first one being the signature, and then the second one is this like big scary message in all caps, highlighted in red. This is basically telling you that this email signature is going to be a flat image. This will not be HTML optimized. So these links right here, you won't be able to click them once this is attached to your email. So please note that if you are making this signature, honestly, I would probably just take these out and add them in underneath because you can link them, hyperlink them individually if they're below this signature in your email signature section. But this is just going to be a flat image. So please just keep that in mind. We don't want you guys to be disappointed and call us and be like, hey, why doesn't this work? Because unfortunately that's more of a process. And we do offer those on our website, which I'll show you. But these we won't be able to link. And then slide 3, this is just saying go back to the video and watch it for steps. But basically what you're going to do is you will come in here to create this signature, and then you're going to go up here, and in those videos we'll go over that more in depth, and in our templates class we go over it, but I'm just running through this really quickly. You'll click File, and then you make a copy of this and add it to your own Google Drive. And once this is saved to your own account, you can go in there and then you'll be able to edit this. Because if you see now, I can't actually do anything. I'm clicking on this, it won't let me move it or change it. But once you've added this to your own Google Drive, it basically opens this up and you can do whatever you want to it. So you can move things around, change the colors, add in your own photo, your own contact information, and basically spruce this up to make it look however you want. So if you see this, it says view only, please don't request edit access. We get requests for this a lot, and we can't actually give you access. We'll just tell you to go back and reference the video on this page. But this video is awesome. It walks you through it step by step, so check that out. And then if you guys have any problems when you're working on this, feel free to get in touch with us and we can help you out. So those are our free templates, and if you guys are on here and you are looking for templates that we may not have, definitely let us know. Same for the tip videos and the support forums. If you see something on there or don't see something on there that you're interested in and you need help with, let us know, because we are always looking for new tip video ideas, new support form ideas, and new template ideas. So we'd be happy to hear your requests. Oh, here we go. Have an idea for a template we don't see? You can actually fill this out here. Alright, so that's about it for KW resources. We're going to run over just a couple more things super quickly. We do have people that reach out to us about any of our extra services. We do actually do things in addition to all the free stuff that's covered by your office. So if you highlight services, I'm just going to go to our pricing page. And you can see some of the things that we offer. We offer database management. You can see a breakdown of the plans here. Social media management, increasing your online exposure. This would be like SEO, search engine optimization. And then this is the office package. So if you guys are interested in like blogging or social media management or anything, I always tell people to get in touch with Scott. Send him an email, let him know what you're interested in, and he can talk to you about what we can do and what's available. So that's services. You can also go through here and click any one of these links to read more about what those packages include. So lastly, over here, I do want to show you guys our store. We teamed up with Brandco to create an awesome store for you guys. Brandco is actually the company that did our website, so they do beautiful, beautiful like custom work. So if we click on, let's just click business cards. And that takes us to agentstore.com. You can come in here, and we do offer different products through Brandco. You can choose your market center here to see things that are compliant with your specific market center. Oh, sweet. Looks like somebody ordered something about 2 hours ago. That's cool. And then you can come here, products. Let's see, I'm just going to choose a market center. Maui. Where I wish I was right now. So you can choose your market center and then come in here and view the products. We offer business cards, name tags, signs. Oh, I think that's new. Email signatures, and then gift certificates. So these email signatures here, these would be a custom email signature by Brandco. So if you are interested in having something customized with like a, oh my gosh, this pop-up, with like a pretty design, totally custom, you can get in touch with Brandco and they will create something beautiful for you like that. And then of course we have our business cards. We have tons and tons of templates in here. So if you, okay, so SLM does not offer mailing. eEdge does, and we don't really go over the mailers in the marketing class, but if you watch our Marketing with My KW class, I do go over how to create marketing materials in eEdge, and creating a postcard is basically the same thing as creating a flyer, and then you can choose to do mailing through Market Leader. Personally, I have not used Market Leader for that, so I don't know like too much about it as far as like pricing and timing and quality and things like that. So I would say check that out through eEdge and see if you like any of the designs or templates in there. And then also, I would recommend checking with your office to see if they have any recommendations. Sometimes offices have subscriptions to other services that do things like mailing, or maybe they have a preferred vendor for that. Because we don't do our own printing or anything. We do all of this stuff through Brandco, but as of right now, they don't have mailers or anything on there. So I would recommend checking with your office and then checking out the e-edge stuff as well. And if you have further questions on that, shoot us an email or give us a call and we can talk to you a little bit more about that. But yeah, here's some business cards. We've created some pretty templates for you guys here. So if you need business cards, you can feel free to check these out. And yeah, so some awesome things in here. I'm going to go back to scottleroymarketing.com. And that is actually about how, let me look. Let's see. I don't know the, let's see. I don't know what the packages start at. 500, 1,000, or 2,500. And you can choose to do glossy or matte. So I mean, that seems like a pretty good price. These are little baby ones. This is like a little square business card. Let me see the price on like a normal one. So those were the square ones. Okay, yeah. Yeah, wow. So $2,500 for $59. I haven't ordered business cards in a long time, but I feel like that's a great price. And I love Brandco's design. I think that their stuff is really clean and modern looking. And if you guys want something more customized, you can get in touch with them as well. And they can always work with you to get something more custom. Oh yeah, customize this design. So yeah, you guys can check that out. If you have further questions on this, I recommend getting in touch with Brandco directly. I think, yeah, down here on agentstore.com you can see their information. Oh, come on, why aren't you working? I'm trying to type to you guys, but it is not letting me. Okay, well, it's agentstore.com. I was trying to type that in there for you guys. But that is actually about it. I know we go over quite a bit on our website, so if you guys have further questions, if you need like a little refresher on anything or you're unsure about anything that we went over today, definitely reach out to us. I'm going to show you guys our contact information. So this is on our website. You don't have to use this contact page. Feel free to email us directly. We are here Monday through Friday. We're here 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on emails and then 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on phones. So you can see our contact information displayed here. This is our support phone number and our support email. So if you guys have anything else that you may need, please feel free to reach out to us. And if not, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend. Thank you guys.